The hush of Mirkwood's twilight envelops Legolas as he stands upon a broad branch, gazing south. His keen eyes search for signs of movement near Dol Guldur, though the fortress is far away, veiled in the region's perpetual dusk. He senses a heaviness in the air, a bitterness that even the silence cannot conceal. The Greenwood he once knew as vibrant has become a realm of wary patrols and grim vigilance. Spiders crawl in greater numbers, orcs slip closer to the heart of the woodland, and the elves must ever be on their guard. He recalls a memory of his father, King Thranduil, standing tall in the torchlit halls of the underground palace. "Our people linger here," Thranduil had said, "yet we cannot shun the darkness forever. We must remain watchful, or see this forest swallowed." Those words echo in Legolas's mind. He loves his father, yet feels the unspoken weight of expectation. Thranduil's realm is proud, but it stands on the edge of a looming shadow that no single king can hold back. Legolas wonders if he must rise above the role of a mere prince and assume burdens that no one has asked him to bear. Immortality presses upon him like a distant horizon. He knows that as an elf, he should perceive centuries as fleeting days. But the gloom that emanates from Dol Guldur unsettles him, carving a sense of urgency into his timeless perspective. He sometimes seeks counsel among the older warriors in Thranduil's guard, sharing concerns about the encroaching shadow. One older elf remarks, "Our years stretch beyond mortal count, but this evil grows swiftly. If we do not act, we may find ourselves powerless to act at all." These warnings linger in Legolas's thoughts whenever he strings his bow for another night patrol. While scouting a ravine choked with webs, Legolas ponders the changes afflicting his homeland. Generations of elves have departed, sailing west, weary of the long fight. He hears rumors of empty halls in Lendon, of diminishing light in Lorien. He wonders if that is their fate too, eventually. "Shall I stand watch until all is lost? Or shall I one day heed the call of the sea?" he murmurs, half ashamed of voicing such doubts. He focuses on the present, the soft snap of a spider's thread, the subtle stink of orc track left in the dark loam. Each sign reminds him that the forest still needs its guardians. On a rare visit to the Woodland King's halls, he joins a solemn banquet. Music echoes among carved pillars, but the tunes have an undertone of worry. Thranduil addresses his folk with measured words. "The enemy regathers strength. We are not alone in this fight, but we must hold fast." Legolas nods, recalling what he's heard of a certain wizard named Gandalf, who roams the wide world investigating the rise of shadow. Whispers say Gandalf confers with other realms, forging quiet alliances. Legolas wonders if the forest's plight might find relief in the aid of strangers. Yet pride stirs in him too. Why should the Sylvan elves rely on outsiders? One dusk, while on patrol near the narrows of the forest, he espies a party of orcs. He slips forward, arrow-nocked, invisible as a breath of wind. The orcs mutter in guttural tones about orders from the south. A flicker of fear runs through them, as though they dread something worse behind them than any elven arrow. Legolas looses a shaft. An orc collapses soundlessly. The others scatter, some left to the swords of his fellow elves who materialize from the trees. Victory is swift, yet his mind lingers on those words. Orders from the south. They hint at a greater plan shaping these incursions. Dol Guldur is not idle. A new will is guiding its minions, more coordinated, more determined. He reports to Thranduil, speaking of orc parties that appear unnaturally disciplined. The king's brow furrows. He says quietly, "We have endured many centuries of darkness, but this new shape of evil is unknown. Our scouts see riders in black sometimes, crossing the edge of the forest. Legolas feels a chill at such mention, for black riders are no common orcs. Are these wraiths, or some power from beyond Mirkwood's knowledge? The king bids him watch carefully, trusting in his keen eyes. He wrestles with the question of whether they can hold the line alone. Memories of ancient alliances flicker through his mind. The last alliance where elf and man stood together. That was an age gone by. Men are mortal, their kingdoms battered by time. Some still speak of a hidden realm called Imladris, where Elrond half-elven keeps vigil, or mention a wizard who roams with no fixed abode. Legolas wonders if these stories are threads that might lead to alliances Mirkwood sorely needs. One evening, resting against a mighty oak, he gazes at the fading stars. He contemplates that all elves share a fate unbounded by mortal years, yet the gloom near Dol Guldur weighs heavily on hearts that should be light. He suspects his own path may stretch beyond his father's realm, that some call might come to him from the wide world. If this darkness is to be confronted, perhaps it will take more than archers patrolling Mirkwood's twilight. He closes his eyes, the hush broken only by nocturnal creatures scurrying. For now I serve here, he thinks, yet my spirit stirs foreseeing journeys far from the shade of these trees. His senses sharpen at a slight rustle. Just a small animal. He relaxes, but the restlessness does not fade. He stands, hoisting his bow. Dawn is near, the air cool with the promise of morning. He resumes his patrol, burying doubt beneath resolve. Mirkwood remains his duty, his inheritance. If the days ahead demand more, he will face them. For the moment, he keeps watch under the ancient canopy, committed to protecting the forest he loves, all the while sensing that his destiny might lead him beyond the gloom and into a larger fight for Middle-earth's future. Click the playlist below and explore more amazing Tolkien tales.